The following game is being played with History Maker Baseball Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2022, all rights reserved. If you would like to order a copy of History Maker Baseball Express, or if you would like to check out the other products offered from Play Games, please click on the link provided in the description box below. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, from the Tropicana field as we get set for series number 12 of this 1927 Yankees Gauntlet Challenge. As you can see, the 1927 Yankees lead this Gauntlet Challenge by winning 7 series and losing only 4. This series is going to be featuring the 2017 Tampa Bay Rays. Your pitching matchup for game 1 of this series is going to be Chris Archer going for the 2017 Tampa Bay Rays. And for the 1927 Yankees, it'll be Waite Hoyt going at it for the 1927 Yankees. Lineups have been exchanged in home plate. And we are just about set and ready for baseball inside Tropicana Field. Again, inside Tropicana Field, as Ben Pascal will lead things off for the 1927 Yankees here in Game 1 of this series. So if Chris Archer is ready, and Ben Pascal is ready, and if you are ready, and of course, before we begin play today, if you are a new subscriber or if you stumbled upon this video in the YouTube algorithm, again, I am happy that you clicked on this video. And if you like the content that you see, please do consider subscribing to my channel for future content. So with that being said, let's play ball from Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay for Game 1 of Series 12 of the 1927 Yankees Gauntlet Challenge. 356. Is Archer a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Ben Pascal a champion batter? He is a semi-champion. However, the decider die says he is not. So that is going to end up being a no-runs result with a solo home run chance. And the black die is not a 6, and Ben Pascal is a semi-slugger. So it is going to be a no-runs result of 3 dot to end the top half of the first here at Tropicana Field, with as the 1927 Yankees are held scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the first, and the leadoff batter for the Rays is Corey Dickerson. One, 3, 5. Is Hoyt an ace pitcher? He is a semi-ace. The decider die says he is an ace. That is going to be a no-runs result of 5 dot to end the first inning with the score I should say, we are scoreless after 1 inning of play. And again, before we move on to the second inning here at Tropicana Field, the way that I work out the semi-ace quality, which unlike the blog post that was posted by Play Games about this quality. The way that I play it is different from the way they have the optional rule for it. So with their optional rule is if the pitcher so in this example, if Wade Hoyt has semi-ace and the decider die says he does, he has it for the entire game. The way that I play it is by at bat. So it changes every single turn if the pitcher has semi-ace. So I play it as if he has it, he has it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So we'll move on to the second inning here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete as Chris Archer makes his way back to the mound, and he will face off against Mark Koenig, who lead it off in the top half of the second. 3-4-6 is the pitcher not fresh? And again, the way that I work freshness is for both pitching staffs on both sides. I play it with 3 fresh and 3 semi-fresh. For those of you that are just tuning into this video series or into this video for the first time and seeing a game of History Maker Baseball or History Maker Baseball Express, freshness can vary at different seasons. But when I play like different era teams, I like to keep things neutral. So 2017 versus 1927, I would play it as 3 full fresh and 3 semi-fresh. So in this case, Chris Archer is fresh, and we move on to a hero batter check for Mark Koenig. Mark Koenig is a semi-hero, however, the decider die says he is not. So that's going to be a no-runs result with a chance of a solo home run. And Mark Koenig does not have either home run king or slugger qualities to allow for him to hit a solo home run. So it'll be a no-runs result of 4 dot to end the top half of the second here at Tropicana Field. And your score remains tied up at 0-0 as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. And Kevin Kiermaier, current Blue Jay, will lead things off here in the bottom half of the second inning. 1-5-5, and again, I do apologize for the glare as I'm still working out the lighting in my area. So again, 1-5-5, that is going to be, is Hoyt an ace pitcher? He is a semi-ace, and again, for this turn only, and since the decider die says he is an ace, for this turn only, he is an ace, so that is going to be a no-runs result of 1 dot to end the second inning here at the Trop with your score of a big fat goose egg all around. And we head to the top half of the third, and the Bambino, Babe Ruth, will lead it off here against Chris Archer. 2-2-3. Again, so that way you guys can see. 2-2-3. Is Chris Archer an ace pitcher? No, he is not. Is Babe Ruth a utility batter? No, he is not. That is going to be an RBI question mark, and the decider die says, yes, there is an RBI for Mr. Babe Ruth, and the 1927 Yankees lead game 1 by a score of 1-0 here in the top half of the third. So let's find out off of my RBI homebrew RBI question mark and micro RBI results narrative chart for what Babe Ruth's RBI outcome was. A hit, and it looks like I can either pick a 2 or a 3. So it's either or, so we're going to go ahead and re-roll the decider die and let it choose. Dot, we go with the 2. And we will go with the 3. So a 3 is going to be an RBI double for Babe Ruth. And the 1927 Yankees lead game 1 of the series by a score of 1-0 as we head to the bottom half of the third. And Evan Longoria, I think he's a current Diamondback still. but former Tampa Bay Ray, former San Francisco Giant. I think he's with the. I think he's still with Arizona as of this video. I don't know. So let's see and find out. But for this game, he's a Tampa Bay Ray, as he was played with the Tampa Bay Rays in 2017. And we go down now to the bottom half of the third for Evan Longoria's turn up at the plate. 3-5-6. Is Hoyt a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Longoria a champion batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be a no runs result with a possibility for a solo home run. Evan Longoria has semi-slugger. However, the decider die, or excuse me, the black die is not a 6, and that is going to end up being a no runs result of 6, and the decider die. Yes, the decider die was not used, so it's going to be a no runs result of 6 to end the third inning to keep the score right where it's at of 1-0 in favor of the 1927 New York Yankees. We head to the top half of the fourth, and Lou Gehrig will lead things off against Chris Archer. 4-5-5. Is Chris Archer a workman pitcher? No, sir, he is not. Is Lou Gehrig a utility batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be a minimum base result. -1 for the black die of flash of control. Chris Archer has both flash and control. So this black die 4 will be reduced to a black die 2, and we will put Lou Gehrig on at second with a 2 and a 5, and I believe a 2 and a 5, as I forgot to open up my charts here. There we go. A 2 and a 5 is going to be a single and a stolen base for Lou Gehrig off of my homebrew optional men on base narrative chart. And we head to the men on base chart that comes with the game for Bob Musial to hit against Chris Archer. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 24. Gold fielder makes the out. Logan Morrison is not a gold fielder, so that is going to be an error, and runners advance 1 base to put the runners at the corners. For Tony Lazzeri to roll off of the men on base. And again, reading the black and blue dice is such of a 23. Eager grounds out. Tony Lazzeri is not an eager batter. Oh man, that's going to load the bases up for the Yanks, as Tony Lazzeri will be heading to first via a walk, and that pitching coach for the Tampa Bay Rays is on his way out to the mound along with the entire infield to talk about what is going to go down with Joe Duggan's turn up at the plate. So while they are taking their mound visit here, the Rays are taking their mound visit here. Again, if you stumbled upon this video for whatever reason, I'm glad that you clicked on this video. Even if you like the content that you see, please do consider leaving a like on this video and subscribing for future content on my channel. So with that being said, the umpire has gone out to the mound and broke up the mound visit and say, let's go, let's go. We want to get this game over with. And Chris Archer will face off against Joe Duggan off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 36. Active batter gets runners advance 2 bases single and a stolen base. Unfortunately, I am going to say it's referring to the running quality because it's an active is a running quality. So in this case, Joe Duggan is not an active batter. He is a semi-stoic. So it's going to be a contact result of 3, and it reads, is Duggan a stat sack or utility batter? He is not Oh, excuse me. And that's going to force home a run as the 1927 Yankees lead this game by a score of 2-0. And let's find out what the result was off of my homebrew optional RBI question mark and micro RBI narrative results chart is for Joe Duggan. It'll be an error, so it occurred in the infield by the first baseman. So an E3 and an RBI for Joe Duggan to end the fourth inning with that by the score of 2-0. We head to the bottom half of the fourth, and Steven Souza will lead things off for the Rays. 3-4-4. Is Hoyt a workman pitcher? He is not. Is Souza a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be a men on base result, -1 for black die of control. Wade Hoyt does have control, so the black die 3 that you see on screen will be reduced to a black die 2, and we'll put the runner on second base. And for Souza, a 2 and a 4 is going to be a walk and a stolen base for his plate appearance, and that will bring up Brad Miller up at the plate off of the men on base chart. Again, reading the black and blue dice is such of a 14. Scrapper hits single. Brad Miller is not a scrapper, so that is going to be a double and an RBI, and the 2017 Rays do get on the board courtesy of the Brad Miller RBI double, as it's now 2-1, still in favor of the 1927 New York Yankees. And we go now to Tim Beckham off of the men on base chart. Black and blue dice as such of a 22. Batting at home, Tim Beckham is batting at home. So that is going to be a single, runners advance a base, and the runners are at the corners. Here and now the Rays are making a little bit of noise here to hopefully tie the game up at 2 apiece, but maybe tie or take the lead here as we got Daniel Robertson now standing at the plate against Wade Hoyt. We did the black and blue dice as such of a 16. And again, it's a 16. Do apologize for the glare. Good eye rolls again. Unfortunately, Daniel Robertson does not have a good eye. So that is going to be a strikeout. And that's going to do it for the fourth inning, as the score is now 2-1 here in game 1 of this best of 5 game set in favor of the 1927 New York Yankees. We head to the top half of the fifth, and Pat Collins will lead it off. Let's double check to see if that Rays pen is active, just in case if Chris Archer if he has a chance to falter in this game, in this inning here. Okay, so no, they are not. So the bullpen is putting faith in Chris Archer to get through this fifth inning. He will work. This will be probably his last inning either way, as Pat Collins will lead it off against Chris Archer here in the top half of the fifth inning. 3-5-5. Is Chris Archer a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Pat Collins a champion batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be a no runs result of 5 dots, and that's going to do it for the 1927 Yankees top half of the fifth. And we now go to the bottom half of the fifth with the score 1927 Yankees 2 and the 2017 Tampa Bay Rays 1. (355) Is Hoyt a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Jesus Sucre a champion batter? No, he is not. That's going to be a no runs result of 5 dots. And that's going to do it for the 5th inning here at the Trop, with the score remaining of 2-1 in favor of the 1927 Yankees. And it looks like the Tampa Bay Rays manager has shook the hand of Chris Archer on a job well done, as he will go to his pen as we enter into the 6th inning. And while the new pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays takes his warm-up tosses, we will take a quick timeout. Welcome back to the Trop as we get set for the top half of the 6th. And the new pitcher for the 2017 Rays will be Tommy Hunter, as he is going to have the tough task at hand as he goes for a 4-inning possibility of 4-inning innings in this game, as he is the bullpen hero and he will be fresh for the remainder of this game. So we move on to Mike Gazzella to lead things off here for the 1927 Yankees here in the top half of the 6th inning. 2-3-4. Is Hunter not fresh? And again, he is fresh. We move on to, is Mike Gazzella a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be a men on base result, -1 for black dive control. Tommy Hunter has control. So that is going to be putting the runner on first with a 1 and a 4. That's going to be a drop third strike. And the decider die is blank. And the catcher, we just were at his card earlier, is Jesus Sucre for the Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to roll the decider die. Well, the decider die was, yes, the decider die was used for the optional man on base, my homebrew optional man on base narrative chart to determine what it was. So gold, or actually no. Yes, decider die was used. So gold, so he is not gold. So we're going to have to roll the decider die again and look on the neutral fielding. So Jesus Sucre was able to find the ball. And let's see what happens. Oh, his throw is late. The batter's safe at first on a strikeout, and a pass ball is going to be recorded for Tommy Hunter. Or excuse me, on the catcher, I should say, Jesus Sucre. So Tommy Hunter will still get a strikeout, and Mike Gazzella will be on first base for Ben Pascal to bat off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 56. Patient batter draws the walk. Ben Pascal is not a patient batter, so that is going to be a contact result of a red die 2. And it reads, is Pascal a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be an RBI. And the 1927 Yankees lead this game by a score of 3-1. And it looks like the decider die was not used, so it's going to look like the following. An error on the infield by the catcher. Wow. First it was a pass ball. Now it's an E2 RBI for Ben Pascal, and that's going to do it for the 6th inning here at the Trop the top half of the 6th, I should say, here at the Trop, with your score now 1927 Yankees 3 and the 2017 Tampa Bay Rays 1. Corey Dickerson will lead off the bottom half of the 6th for the Tampa Bay Rays against Waite Hoyt. 4-4-5. Is Hoyt a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Corey Dickerson a hero batter? He is a semi-hero. The decider die says he is a hero, so that is going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment. And it looks like that Corey Dickerson is a semi-stoic runner. Let's put these guys to the thing. There we go. And he is stoic, so that is going to be this black die here will be reduced to a black die 3 to either put the runners on first and second or putting the runner on at third? Well, it's 3-1 here in the bottom half of the sixth, and if you're the Tampa Bay Rays the 2017 Rays manager, what would you do? I believe, I think that he is going to put the runners, I should say, on at first and second, and the decider die was used, so we're going to re-roll it again. And it'll be back-to-back singles for Corey Dickerson off of my homebrew optional men on base narrative chart. Here's Kevin Kiermaier to bat off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 33. Scrapper hits single. Kevin Kiermaier is not a scrapper. That is going to be a triple, a bases clearing triple, and 2 runs will score, and the game is tied up at 3 apiece. And Chris Archer will be off the hook here in this ball game, courtesy of Kevin Kiermaier's triple. So now Tommy Hunter is the pitcher of record for the Tampa Bay Rays. Here's Evan Longoria. Black and blue die again of a 34. Slugger hits double. Evan Longoria is a semi-slugger. However, the decider die says he is not. So that is going to be a single. And the Tampa Bay Rays take the lead here to end the sixth inning by a score of 4-3. The move worked, and it paid off to put the runners on at first and second. Oh man, that was a gutsy move by the Tampa Bay Rays manager to put the runners on first and second, hopefully to get runs here. And runs they got by scoring 3 runs to take a 4-3 lead as we head to the 7th inning here at the Trop by the score of now of 2017 Rays 4 and the 1927 Yankees 3. 1-3-3 is Tommy Hunter, an ace pitcher. He is a semi-ace. However, the decider die says he is an ace. So that's going to be a no runs result to keep the score right where it's at of 3 to take us to the stretch here at the Trop with your score of 4-3 in favor of the 2017 Tampa Bay Rays. And while everybody here at the Trop sings "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," let's see if Waite Hoyt is able to continue in this ball game. He will. But let's now check to see if the pen is active, just in case if Waite Hoyt is able to crack. No, they're not. So they're putting faith in Waite Hoyt as we head to the bottom half of the 7th. And Logan Morrison will lead it off for the Tampa Bay Rays. 1-3-3 is Hoyt an ace pitcher? As you all know by now, he is a semi-ace, but this time the decider die says he is not an ace for this turn. So it's going to move to a sad sack batter check on Logan Morrison. And it looks like he does not have sad sack. So that is going to be an RBI question mark result. We're going to re-roll the decider die as we move the dice out of the way. So Logan Morrison gets the RBI. And he does. Oh man. That was 1. Here we are. He gets the RBI, and that pushes the Rays lead even further by a score now of 5-3. And let's find out what the RBI result was for Logan Morrison. So an error in the outfield by the center fielder. So an E8, and for those of you keeping score at home, it's an E8 and an RBI for Logan Morrison in this turn. We end the seventh inning by the score of 5-3, and Wade Hoyt's day may be done here as we see action starting to stir up in that 1927 Yankees bullpen. And we will find out who that new pitcher is when we get to the bottom half of the eighth. But for right now, let's head to the top half of the eighth, and the Bambino, Babe Ruth, going up against Tommy Hunter to lead things off here in the top half of the eighth. 2-5 is Tommy Hunter, an ace pitcher. He is a semi-ace. However, the decider die says he is not an ace for this turn. So that is going to be a hero batter check for Babe Ruth. He is a semi-hero. The decider die says he is a hero. So that is going to be a men 2-5. Yes. Men on base result of a base running adjustment. No base running adjustment needed as we put Babe on at second with a 2 and a 2. It'll be an official scorer's decision. Another decider die roll pending. So hold on to your hats, folks. The official scorer decision is looming, and it is a double for Babe Ruth. And somehow it hit one of the rings here at the Trop. As you all know, the Trop has the, if you ever been to the Tropicana Field in St. Pete, they have the rings. So, and of course, the umpires ruled it a double for Babe Ruth to take us now to the men on base chart for Lou Gehrig. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 35. Control pitcher gets the ground out. Tommy Hunter has control. That's going to be a ground out, my friends, and that will be it for the 1927 Yankees here in the top half of the eighth. And while the Yankees take the field, it seems that a new 1927 Yankees pitcher is on his way out to the mound. And while he is taking up his warm-up tosses, we will take a quick timeout. We welcome you back to the Tropicana Field here in St. Pete, as Bob Shockey will be the new 1927 Yankees pitcher here to face off against Steven Souza Jr. And let's see what happens here in his turn up at the plate. 4-4-5. Is Shockey a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Souza a hero batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be a no runs result of 4 to end the eighth inning, and your score remains 5-3 in favor of the 2017 Tampa Bay Rays. We head to the ninth, and Bob Musial stands in the way of game one, either going to the Tampa Bay Rays of 2017 or going to the 1927 Yankees. Let's see what happens. 2-5-6. And again, sorry for the glare. 2-5-6. Is Hunter a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Bob Musial a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be a men on base result. -1 for Black Die of Flash. Tommy Hunter has Flash. So that is going to be putting the runner on first with a 1 and a 6 off of my homebrew optional men on base narrative chart as a single for Bob Musial. And it looks like the 1927 Yankees are starting to make a little bit of noise here in the top half of the ninth. And we go now to Tony Lazzeri off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 34. Slugger hits double. Tony Lazzeri is a semi-slugger. However, the decider die says he is not. And that is going to be it. As Tony Lazzeri hits a single and nothing more, and your final score here in Game 1 of Series 12 of this 1927 Yankees Gauntlet Challenge, the 2017 Tampa Bay Rays down 3-1, come back to take a 4-3 lead and extend it to a 5-3 lead, and they win it by that score to take Game 1 of Series 12 of the 1927 Yankees Gauntlet Challenge. Man, oh man, what a that! And let me just tell you, folks, in baseball, you either hang on to the lead or you do stupid things and you give the lead right up. So again, once again, if you've stumbled, so that's it for our game. Stay tuned for Game 2 later on today. So once again, if you stumbled upon this video in your YouTube algorithm, or if you just are a new subscriber to my channel, first off, welcome. And to those of you who clicked on this video, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you clicking on this video. And if you like the content that you see, please do consider subscribing for future content to be posted here on my channel. So once again, your final score here from Game 1 of this best of 5 game series from the Trop. The 2017 Rays take it by a final score of 5-3.